Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another Channel 8 sports presentation. Tonight from East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, it is the Bears, the boys basketball team, hosting Piscataway in a Greater Middlesex Conference Red Division game. Hi, I'm Jimmy Allinder, and I'll be bringing you tonight's action. We may be joined by the Supervisor of Athletics, Frank Knottenberger, a little later on, but he's the site manager for this game, which, if you take a good look at the crowd, this gym is starting to fill up, and for good reason. East Brunswick, #1 in the county, coming in with a 17-1 record, going against Piscataway, which is #2 in the county, coming in with a 15-4 record, and we should have a tremendous game tonight. Quite possibly this could be a preview to the final of the Greater Middlesex Conference tournament at Rutgers Athletic Center, but a lot of basketball to be played before that, beginning with this game, which is going to have a lot at stake. Primarily, the winner of tonight's game will win outright the Red Division Championship. East Brunswick has a one-game lead, and if Piscataway is able to win, the Bears will have to share that title. In the first game between these two teams, East Brunswick came away with a 30-27 victory, but make no mistake about it, these are two well-matched teams. East Brunswick with the 17-1 record, their only loss going to Perth Amboy earlier in the season. It seems to me that it's probably an aberration because that team, the Bears, have been on a roll since then, getting steadily stronger, led by the all-everything Matt Van Leeuwen. But this is a team, East Brunswick, that has a lot of weapons. Ben Kartzman, Matt Van Leeuwen, of course, we mentioned, Richie Whalen, Jimmy Kolakowski. John Rotter will not be playing tonight. Rotter out with a twisted ankle, but he will be well replaced by a fine cast, including Tom Martin, Mike Tresca, Dave Vangerud, a lot of good players. But of course, Piscataway, the defending Central Jersey Group 4 champions, lost a lot, but they return a lot as well. And Daryl Claps, number 32, is going to be a primary player for them, as well as Delvon McMillan, Rocco Matrosiana, Anson Ferguson, and Marcus Malloy, just to name a few. So we are going to have a great game on tap tonight. We hope that you stay with us, and we'll be ready for the tip-off in just a moment. All righty, we are back at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, where the Bears boys basketball team will be tipping it off against Piscataway. As we mentioned before, East Brunswick 17-1, Piscataway 15-4. At stake is the Red Division Championship, winner take all. Now, we also mentioned East Brunswick already has the #1 seed in the GMC tournament, Piscataway #2, so we might have a preview here of things to come. East Brunswick starting Ben Kartzman, Matt Van Leeuwen, Richie Whalen, Jimmy Kolakowski, and Tom Martin. Jumping at center for Piscataway will be number 50, that's Damani Lonk. They're also going to have Daryl Claps, number 32, Delvon McMillan, 25, Marcus Malloy, number 5, and David Graham, number 45. And we are underway here at East Brunswick. This is Claps. Piscataway likes to run, of course. That's their trademark. Apply a lot of pressure defense, but East Brunswick can do the same. Claps will set it up for Piscataway. East Brunswick playing a tight man-to-man. This is Malloy. Shot from the corner by Claps, doesn't find anything, and down with the rebound comes Martin. And here comes East Brunswick. Kartzman from 3 points. In and out, won't go. And Piscataway will push it up. Van Leeuwen was able to tap it to prevent the fast break. Clapp sets it up. Delvon McMillan is underneath, number 25. He's floating around. Van Leeuwen has responsibility for him. Whalen is wearing the nose guard. That's a long shot. Three-pointer from McMillan, and it's good. And Piscataway races out to a 3-0 lead. We're just underway here at East Brunswick. Van Leeuwen has a little bit, loses the handle, and Piscataway will bring it up again. Claps directs traffic. Tries to penetrate, goes up with the shot, off the backboard, doesn't go. Van Leeuwen now with it. He's got a clear shot. Doesn't fall, but Kolakowski battles underneath. And what are they going to call? Well, they say that McMillan did not have position, so he's going to be charged with the foul. Kolakowski was able to get position underneath the basket, and so we find Whalen inbounding for East Brunswick. Stolen away by Claps, and then Whalen gets it back. Underneath to Martin. Won't go, follows up with the rebound though, and it's good by East Brunswick, and we have a foul. Tom Martin, the senior, 6'3". Lonk will be charged with that. Piscataway starting 3 juniors and 2 seniors. East Brunswick with an all-senior lineup. And Martin will be on the line with 1 shot after sinking that 2-pointer. And he makes it, and East Brunswick ties the game now, 3-3. Pressure from East Brunswick as Claps will bring it up. There's Kartzman. Piscataway, though, used to this pressure. McMillan's going to drive inside, and he hits it. Piscataway leads 5-3. McMillan with all 5 points for Piscataway. Inside to Martin again. Looks like they want to penetrate, but there's Whalen. What doesn't go. Kolakowski with the follow. And we're tied again, 5-5, with 6 minutes left in the first period. Again, here's the pressure by the Bears. McMillan, not used to carrying the ball. Good pass underneath. Number 45, that was David Graham. And Piscataway leads 7-5. Fast pace in this opening period between Piscataway and East Brunswick. Bears with 17-1 record, only losing to Perth Amboy. There's Whalen, and I think they're going to catch him for traveling. Maybe he had too much room underneath. So the turnover by East Brunswick gives the ball to Piscataway. 7-5 in favor of the Chiefs. 5:20 left to go in period number 1. And East Brunswick, in the form of Whalen, will meet Claps at half court. Daryl Claps with a great ability to handle the ball. That shot was no good by Malloy, so this is Whalen. To Martin on the outside. Van Leeuwen guarded by David Graham. Pressure inside, and it is saved. This is Claps. Loses the handle on it momentarily, but he gets it back. He's underneath. Oh, and they are going to call Martin on the foul. From our angle, it looks like he had a hand on the ball, nothing else, but they will call that foul on Tom Martin, who gets his first, and we have substitutions now. Coming in for East Brunswick will be number 50, and that is Dave Vangerud. Martin will go out. Coming in for Piscataway is Anson Ferguson, number 41. He will replace Lonk. And Claps is at the line shooting 2. Hits the first. And the Chiefs lead 8-5 with 4:43 left to go in the first period. We are just underway here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium. The crowd is getting larger. Gonna have close to a full gym here. 9-5. Vangerud gets position and puts it home. And East Brunswick narrows it to 9-7 in favor of Piscataway. So Vangerud, the tallest player on the court. One thing about Piscataway is that they don't have the height that they enjoyed in past years. Well, there's another long 3-pointer by Delvin McMillan, and that's going to merit some attention. It's 12-7. Whalen tries to answer back, but it just goes above the rim. Claps. Good movement by Piscataway. McMillan finds it again. This time it doesn't go. Batted around. And Piscataway, still nobody has it. Kartzman finds a bounce pass from Kolakowski. Snuffed. And And you saw that pass almost threaded through from Claps to Ferguson, but Kartzman was just able to get his hand in there. And we have really an exciting game here. Kartzman's going to take a rest. And coming in for East Brunswick is Brad Caruso, number 44. J.J. Gibbs comes in for Piscataway, number 42. So we have some early substitutions. Also, Rocco Matriciano, number 22. He is with the ball right now. And with the fast pace of this game, we should have a lot of substitution. Ball does go off Gibbs. And East Brunswick will gain possession. Van Leeuwen went out for just a second. Keep your eye on him. He leads the team with 3-point shots, 51 on the year. And if he has the hot hand, that would do well for East Brunswick. It's almost stolen. What do we got here? Still a free ball. And they say that the ball was touched on the end line by Graham, so East Brunswick will get it back. Still a spirited effort by David Graham. This is Van Leeuwen, guarded by Gibbs. East Brunswick's going to see that pressure all night, and they're going to have to deal with it. Tresca, Mike Tresca, who is also an excellent shot. That one doesn't go, though. Vangerud kicks it back out to Tresca. Side's not. Vangerud. East Brunswick finds some tough going inside here. Kolakowski. Vangerud off. You can see it. He wasn't going to make it. This is Van Leeuwen. Back to Vangerud. Really not a lot of room here for East Brunswick to maneuver. This is Kolakowski. And pressure inside. Won't go. Vangerud. And they call it jump ball. 12-7. Piscataway with a 5-point margin with 2:22 left to go in the first period. This has been non-stop action so far. And Van Leeuwen will try to inbounds. Does so to Kolakowski, and he rolls it in, and it is a three-pointer. Kolakowski hits the three-pointer. It's 12-10, Piscataway. McMillan again. This time it goes off, and East Brunswick wants to run with it. Now Van Leeuwen decides better. Kolakowski to Vangerud. Kolakowski to Tresca. Vangerud, in and out. And I think they're going to catch Tresca for pushing off. They do. And that was a shot to tie the game. East Brunswick a little bit cold from the outside. Substitutions again for the Bears. Kartzman will return, as will Martin. Vangerud sits, as does Kolakowski. So a rotation here for East Brunswick that enables two players to get some periods of rest, and that could bode well in the fourth quarter in this fast-paced game. Claps over to Gibbs, back to McMillan. He's been the scorer for Piscataway, hasn't been afraid to put it up. Claps, and was looking for Matriciano, and they talk about it. Kartzman will bring it up. And Van Leeuwen pats himself on the chest. He wants the ball. Vangerud. Excuse me, that's not Vangerud. That's Caruso. Blocked, and they call a foul on Gibbs. Again, that was a touchy play. My apologies to Brad Caruso calling him Dave Vangerud. He's number 44. Dave Vangerud is number 50. So let's straighten that out. In any event, they're going to charge Gibbs with the foul, and that will bring Mike Tresca to the line. Mike only hitting 48% this season, which is kind of unusual. He makes the first because he is a really quality outside shooter. Tresca hits the first one, and it is 12-11, and that one bounces around, and who gets it? What do they call? Traveling on the part of Martin, who really didn't even have possession of the ball. So with 1:08 left to go in the first period, Piscataway clinging to a 12-11 lead. Claps, as he has for most of this evening, has been bringing the ball up. Still has it, penetrates. Won't go, but a nice rebound by Metrosiano. He doesn't get it, but off the boards was number 41, Anson Ferguson, and Piscataway 14-11 quickly inside, but it was blocked nicely by Metrosiano. And with 42 seconds left to go, East Brunswick will look to inbounds. Caruso to Martin. And we have a jump ball. Good tie up there by Anson Ferguson. And Piscataway, the arrow pointing in their direction, and they will take possession. Piscataway coached by East Brunswick resident Paul Shobsch, who's shouting directions from the sidelines. Welcome, guarded by Tresca. Ball kicked in to Ferguson, and Martin was charged with the foul. And Tom Martin will pick up his second foul, which means that he will sit. With 25 seconds left to go. 3 team fouls for both teams. Metrosiano inbounds, can't find anybody. Ferguson has it. Kicks it out to Claps, who takes us a quick look at the clock. Finds 15 seconds left to go. Welcome, excuse me, not Welcome, McMillan. Claps with 5, 4, 3, and they're not going to get a shot off here. Off the rim, but that wouldn't have counted anyway. So at the end of one period of play, it is Piscataway ahead of East Brunswick, 14-11. A real fast-paced game, and we have hooked up to the microphone Bo Henning, the East Brunswick coach, and as he ponders things, let's go down and listen to him.
All right, hey, early on, after we got over giving them some easy ones because we were too psyched to play 34, they hit tough shots, okay? They hit tough shots. McMillan's trying to hit them coming off screens. As long as you're working, getting a hand up, we can live with those, right? We can live with them. But we got to make sure every attempt that they take is a tough one. They're going to make some shots. Make it a tough one, all right? When we got to overhelp with the guards, what happens on the boards? We get our butts kicked. So if you got to lay off a man a little bit, do it, okay? Do it. Let's go 21 this quarter. 21 to start. You got that? So now we're raking down from the outside in an intelligent closeout, okay? Come on.
All right, a message of calm and peace on the part of Bo Henning as he gets his team to think about the game plan. Another thing was that Piscataway had a couple of good shots there, uncontested, and that in order for East Brunswick to make things tougher for the Chiefs, they're going to have to put some hands in their face. So East Brunswick will inbound the ball to begin this second period of play between the Bears and the Chiefs. East Brunswick down 14-11, and Kolakowski will give the ball to Whalen. Back to Kartzman. They haven't been able to find Van Leeuwen too much. He's with it now, but I'll tell you what, that's been a tough shot. What do we got here? Think they're going to catch Kolakowski, perhaps? Yes, indeed. Kolakowski was caught trying to block out his man and was nailed for the foul. That's the 14th foul for East Brunswick. Kolakowski with 1. And 14-11 the score with 7.5 minutes left to go in the second period. This is Metrosiano to Welcome to McMillan. Claps with it, and Piscataway will set up again. Ball kicked in to Lunk, and he hits it, and it's 16-11 Piscataway. Kolakowski decides to penetrate. Momentary opening on the outside, but it was quickly covered up. Great defense by Piscataway, forcing Kartzman to go up with a real tough shot that somehow finds the basket. And it's 16-13 in favor of Piscataway. Piscataway looking to get it, penetrate inside. There's Lonk again. There's a clear shot that won't go by Malloy. East Brunswick comes down with the rebound. And Whalen will try to look inside for Whalen. Finds the handle, but no room. And the ball was batted out of bounds by Piscataway's David Graham. East Brunswick will inbounds. That is Whalen. Tries to find it underneath. And won't go, but a tip up by Kolakowski. And the score is 16-15 Piscataway. East Brunswick still looking for that lead. They've tied the game once. It was 5-5, 3-3 and 5-5, but Piscataway has been ahead for all of this game. Stolen by Whalen, and then they're going to catch Graham on the foul. David Graham, a 6'3" junior. As I mentioned, a lot of juniors on this team. 3 substitutions for the Chiefs. McMillan, Ferguson, and Gibbs come in. And here comes East Brunswick with an opportunity to take the lead in this game for the first time. 6 minutes left in period 2. This is Kartzman. Can't find anybody, so he gives it to Whalen at the top of the key. Tough shot, won't go. Blocked. Real nice block. Vangaroo thought he had a clear shot. Whoa. And I'll tell you, there's not going to be any clear shots underneath for East Brunswick. They're going to have to work for everything they can, as will Piscataway. Matriciano in for claps. And McMillan will inbounds for the Chiefs. Gibbs, back to Matriciano, who takes a look at the clock. 5:30 left to go in the second period. 16-15 Piscataway. Some good ball movement here by the Chiefs, looking for that open penetration. Gibbs, Matriciano, back to Gibbs. They try to kick it inside to Ferguson, turns around with it, off the rim, but there's Piscataway with the rebound. Another rebound, and what do they say? Again, we see a lot of ball movement, and Kolakowski's gonna get nailed for that foul. That is his second. Could be a source of concern for East Brunswick if he picks up his third, and they're not, Bohenning's not gonna allow that. They're gonna let Caruso go back in, and they let him in. So Jimmy Kolakowski nailed for that foul. Again, I thought he had all ball. So going to the line, shooting 2 will be David Graham, who has 2 points on the evening. First one doesn't go. And Graham will have another one. That one goes. And so it is 17-15 in favor of Piscataway. Whalen with the ball. Looks for the opening, can't find one. Forces it inside to Vangaroo. Just guarded real tough by Matriciano. Ball goes off the scorer's table. Let's see if everything is okay. You see Lucosa at the book with the book. Van Leeuwen, hasn't scored, which is really unusual. There he goes again. And that could be how they get their points tonight, or at least Van Leeuwen gets his points, because he has been guarded like a cloak. They're going to catch, it looks to me like Graham's going to pick up his second foul, so Van Leeuwen's going to go to the line shooting 2. hits the first one. Matt, an 89% foul shooter, so really a strength area for him. Leading the team in scoring with a 19.1 average. The senior is definitely college-bound. Sinks the second one. And we are now tied 17-17 with 4:30 left to go in the second period. East Brunswick and Piscataway. Claps with the ball. Heads to the left side. Looks inside, cross court. McMillan with a turnaround and won't go. Who has it? Gets his own, that rebound by Graham, who's been strong underneath. That's going to be a problem for East Brunswick if they don't adjust. Hartzman hits a three, and East Brunswick has the lead 20-19 for the first time this evening. 4 minutes left to go. Claps. Looking. McMillan drives, gives it off nicely to Graham. And Piscataway back out on top, 21-20. Good movement by the Chiefs. They responded well. What do we got here? I think they're going to call Ferguson inside, perhaps. Indeed they do. Didn't see it, but regardless, that's the 16th foul. Next one will be a one-on-one situation for East Brunswick. A lot of substitutions going on. We're going to try to pick them up as best we can, but we're about ready to get underway here. And Whalen just does get it out. This is Van Leeuwen, only has 2 points. Kartzman to Martin. This is Caruso inside. Beautiful shot by Whalen. And East Brunswick back on top, 22-21 with 3:15 left to go in the second period. Claps keeps on looking over to his coach for a play. Shobe is not calling it. Now he does. Number 1, whatever that means. McMillan, guarded by Van Leeuwen. Ball stolen by Caruso. He's driving, but he holds up. No, he looks to penetrate again. Van Leeuwen, quick shot, in and out. And they nail Kartzman with the foul. Matt Van Leeuwen not able to find the range tonight, but that may have a lot to do with the Piscataway defense. I think he hurried himself a little bit on that shot. And so Ben Kartzman sits down with his first foul. And replacing him is Mike Tresca. Real good one here for you tonight. I can't see anybody creeping away with this. We might go right down to the wire. Ball kicked into Matriciano, back out. Long shot, won't go. But Piscataway, as they have all night, been getting the rebound. That was long. Tresca. Long shot, Martin, won't go. And Piscataway comes up with the ball, went off Van Leeuwen. Probably not the best shot to take by Tom Martin. Didn't find much of the rim. And so the Chiefs once again will bring it up with 2 minutes left to go in the second period. They're down 22-21. East Brunswick just getting its first lead of the game. Piscataway was pretty much led all the way. Long back out to Gibbs. Claps. Piscataway getting some good looks here. And what do we got? I think they're going to catch Long here on this one. And if it is, well, it is a foul on Piscataway, so Tresca's going to go to the line shooting 1-on-1. Fouls could become a problem for Piscataway. Yes, that is Long's second foul. David Graham also has 2 fouls for Piscataway. Martin and Kolakowski with 2 each for East Brunswick. McMillan will come back in. Gibbs will take a seat. And Tresca steps to the line. He is 1 for 2 thus far. And the 1-1 doesn't go, but Van Leeuwen comes up with it. So with 1:40 left to go, East Brunswick will try to extend this 22-21 lead. Drive to the basket and an offensive foul. Yes. Offensive foul by Brad Caruso. And that is the 16th foul for East Brunswick. So next foul for the Bears will put Piscataway in a 1-1. Martin goes out and in comes Vangarud. McMillan takes a peek inside. Handle was lost, but McMillan came up with it, and he puts it through. And McMillan puts Piscataway back on top, 23-22, with 1:05 left to go. This is Caruso, almost stolen. Van Leeuwen. Under a minute left to go in the second period. 23-22 Piscataway. Tresca. Van Leeuwen drives and almost taken away. But East Brunswick gets it back. We're down to 40 seconds. This is Van Leeuwen. Puts it up and he puts it through. First two-pointer for the senior. And East Brunswick goes out on top 24-23 with 27 seconds left to go. Claps to McMillan. Given a lot of room by Van Leeuwen. Malloy, Marcus Malloy. And they are playing for one, Piscataway is. Under 10 seconds, down to 7, 6, 5, 4. Inside, and they're gonna call a foul. Yes. So on Vangarud, and Piscataway did the job of getting that ball inside. And so Anson Ferguson on the receiving end of that pass was hacked and will go to the line now with 2 shots. And with a chance to put Piscataway on top. Excuse me, this is a 1-on-1. Hits the first one. Big shot, because that ties it up. And we have just 2 seconds left. Second shot for Ferguson. And it rolls out. 2 seconds left to go. And that's going to do it. And we have a 24-24 tie at halftime between this game of Piscataway versus East Brunswick, and a lot of good action in defense of East Brunswick. A lot of good defensive pressure adhered to by the Chiefs, and really did a job, especially on Matt Van Leeuwen, who was only able to score 4 points. Meanwhile, for Piscataway, Delvin McMillan coming up big with 10 points in the first half, and David Graham added 7, and that's pretty much been the bulk of the scoring for Piscataway. So we are at halftime here between East Brunswick and Piscataway. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the second half in just a moment. And over top of the sounds of the East Brunswick High School band, you see the score at halftime, 24-24 East Brunswick and Piscataway. This is Jimmy Allinder bringing you the action of this GMC Red Division game. Players are just about ready to begin the second half, completing their warm-ups. Give you a little bit of the scoring for East Brunswick. It has been well distributed. Ben Kartzman with 5 points, followed by leading scorer Matt Van Leeuwen, who has 4 on 2 foul shots and 1 field goal. And if Van Leeuwen somehow can get open for some more scoring, that'll put East Brunswick in a much better position. Whalen with 2 points, and Jimmy Kolakowski, leading scorer, with 7. Tom Martin with 3, and Mike Tresca with 1, and Dave Vangarud with 2 for Piscataway. Leading scorer is Delvin McMillan with 6 points, 2 3-pointers. David Graham has 7 points. And Anson Ferguson with 3. Damani Lonk with 2. And Daryl Claps, another one of the quality players for Piscataway, with just 2 free throws. And that wraps up the scoring. So the score 24-24. East Brunswick still in its huddle. You see Bo Henning, the coach, giving some last-minute instructions.
Change sides of the floor as much as you can, okay? As aggressive as they are, that'll help you dig. All right, come on.
And we just got a fleeting comment from Henning, who was mic'd for this game. And East Brunswick certainly is going to have to find some more open shooting range in order to counter that Piscataway pressure defense. So the Chiefs will inbounds the ball to begin the second half. We are underway. The score is tied 24-24, and the quarterback for the Chiefs, Daryl Claps, will give it to McMillan, who's guarded closely by Van Leeuwen. That's a good matchup there. Going to try to isolate those two. It looks like Claps. Kicked inside. And stolen by East Brunswick. Long down court pass, doesn't find the connection. Can't be affording to do that sort of thing. Claps with one of the few open shots, but it doesn't go. Kolakowski comes down with it. Here comes East Brunswick pushing it. And Martin can't find the handle, so there's twice East Brunswick tried to long range pass to get ahead of the field, get a sense of what the East Brunswick strategy may be. Claps. Both teams playing excellent man-to-man defense here. And Marcus Malloy will bring it to Lunk. Ball goes through the hands of Claps, but it went off Kolakowski last, so Piscataway will inbounds the ball. 6:52 left to go in the third period. The score is still tied 24-24. There hasn't been any scoring. Real close to the vest game. Malloy, open shot. Doesn't go, but let's see. Ball last touched by Piscataway. Paul Schob, the Piscataway coach, is arguing that the ball went off an East Brunswick player, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will inbounds. So maybe the Bears catch a break here. Kolakowski quarterbacking things. Ball goes off Claps. Very, very little space here for any team to execute a pass. That's how tight it's been. Kolakowski to Whalen. Inside to Martin, who's pushed out of there. You know, these two teams played to a 30-27 game the first time around. You can see why. This is real tough going. Van Leeuwen does not make it. Had a relatively open shot there. Claps, he sets up but thinks better of it. McMillan, turnaround, won't go. Martin comes down with the rebound. Here comes East Brunswick again. Long pass to Kartzman, tries to move inside, pass to Kolakowski. What do we got? And you hear the crowd. Kolakowski call for a little pitter-patter underneath. And so we will continue again with Chiefs Claps bringing up the ball. Daryl Claps inside position, hacked by who? Kolakowski, you bet. Well, Kolakowski realized that Claps would have a free reign to the basket, so had to foul him. So we have a two-shot foul. Claps holding his right hand, slapped very hard. Kolakowski picks up his third foul. Claps hits the first one. All three of his points have come at the charity stripe. Now Piscataway leads 25-24 with 5:47 left to go. Claps with a second. bounces off. Long down court pass, Van Leeuwen, open shot, hits it, three-pointer, and East Brunswick goes ahead 27-25. And part of that pushing action to get the ball up is to free Van Leeuwen for an open shot. Worked that time. Piscataway has been able to respond all evening. This 27-25 lead by East Brunswick has been its largest, if you can believe it. Whoa, good pick. What do we got? Whalen, perhaps. He was looking for the offensive foul. Yes, they do. They called on Rich Whalen. Second team foul for the Bears. Well, it's quite obvious that East Brunswick's going to try to run with that ball, if for nothing else, to try to get an open shot for Van Leeuwen. Having difficulty, and let's see. J.J. Gibbs with the ball. Handles it well, Kartzman on him. McMillan, he's been hot all night. What do they got here? They call Van Leeuwen, and since that was a three-point shot, McMillan will go to the line and shoot three. Van Leeuwen picks up his first foul, and quickly East Brunswick with 3 team fouls. Delvin McMillan, a senior. It's the first. Makes the score 27-26. East Brunswick on top by 1 point. This will be the second shot. And that one rolls in and out. So we remain 27-26. We got 5 minutes exactly left to go in the third period. And McMillan hits the third, and we are tied at 27-27. Van Leeuwen now brings the ball up. That's a little bit of a switch. Goes to the hoop strong, but doesn't find anything. Here comes Piscataway. McMillan drives to the middle, loses the handle though, and they're going to say it was off him. Tried to do a little too much by himself that time. And Van Leeuwen again will bring it up. Guarded by Gibbs. Whalen pretty much open. Van Leeuwen creeps around the side, kicks it into Kartzman. Guarded heavily, so Van Leeuwen gets it back. More open space here, and East Brunswick's trying to create some passing lanes for itself. This is Van Leeuwen with it. Steps up, and just doesn't go. And down with it comes Piscataway. Here's collapse to the middle. Some pressure underneath, and a nice basket by Ferguson. Puts Piscataway back out on top, 29-27. With 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Good pass inside to Martin, hits it. And I think they're gonna get McMillan on that one. Tom Martin going up strong to the basket. Super pass by Richie Whalen. And some substitutions here. Van Leeuwen will get a rest, as will Polakowski. Will be a brief one. And Martin will look to complete the three-point play. Bounces in and out. So we remain tied, 29-29 with 3:45 left. East Brunswick and Piscataway. McMillan with it. To Matriciano. Without Claps in there, it's very obvious Piscataway doesn't have that free flow on its offense. He is certainly a great ball handler. So this is Gibbs. Crowded. Tries to pass it off. Long has it. Stolen. Nice play by East Brunswick. Kartzman looks for somebody. Kartzman with a long three-pointer. No. Bounces up. Rebound, East Brunswick Tresca. And he'll start over. Tresca, open. It's going to be short. Rebound, East Brunswick. Kartsman follows. Won't go. Rebound again. This time it's Ferguson. Here comes Piscataway. Matriciano. Gibbs thinks twice. Piscataway will set again. And the ball pass did not connect. Matriciano thought that McMillan would be coming out, but the ball goes awry, and East Brunswick will take possession. Each possession here seemingly important because points are going to be far and few between. 29-29 is the score with 2:38 left to go in the third period. Ferguson comes up to beat Greek. Kartsman. Bangaroo to Tresca. Van Leeuwen from way out high. And bingo, another three-pointer. And if he gets hot, look out. 32-29, East Brunswick. A three-point lead for the Bears. Matriciano, one of the tallest players on the court, playing guard. Not sure that's advisable, but Gibbs with an elbow sinks it. J.J. Gibbs pushes off a little there. 32-31, East Brunswick still with the lead. Van Leeuwen, long pass underneath, tries to connect. What do we got here? And they're going to call Lonk with the foul. I'll tell you what, Brad Caruso caught a little bit of a break. He was out of control on that one. Van Leeuwen tried to alley-oop it underneath. It did not connect. And so East Brunswick's going to maintain possession. Damani Lonk picks up his third foul. And so East Brunswick will inbounds the ball. (32-31) East Brunswick ahead with 1:47 left to go in the third period. There's an open lane. Good work by East Brunswick, and Caruso hits the two, and East Brunswick's ahead 34-31. I don't believe Piscataway has called a timeout tonight. Very few timeouts by either team. McMillan with Tresca, who taps it away. Kartsman dives for it, but East Brunswick will maintain possession. Substitutions again. Gibbs will come in. McMillan will sit. Claps guarded by Van Leeuwen. Matriciano looks for an open lane. Long pass. Claps in the, that's Malloy in the corner. Claps gets some room. Won't go. Nice rebound by Caruso. Comes up with it himself. Goes to the middle, pushes to Tresca. Long one, won't go. Mike Tresca, usually pretty reliable from outside. Didn't hit it that time. Claps has it ripped away by Kartsman. Great defensive play by Ben. Into the middle, tries to pass it off. A little helter-skelter. And Van Leeuwen hits another three. With 36 seconds left to go in the third period, it's 37-31. East Brunswick now with a 6-point margin. That's the largest in the game for either team. Like I say, when he gets hot, things happen for East Brunswick. And the Bears are actually winning this game by doing what Piscataway does best, and that's run with the ball. Down to 15 seconds to go in the third period. Claps with it, guarded by Van Leeuwen, and what are they going to catch? They're going to give a foul to Van Leeuwen. Bohannon really doesn't like that call, and it's considering the physical play of this game, you have to wonder about that call. It was really just a light tap. Nonetheless, Piscataway will inbounds the ball with 10 seconds left to go. Gibbs, does he realize there's 5 seconds left to go in the quarter? 2, 1, no he doesn't. They never get the shot off. And a mental error by Piscataway And East Brunswick comes away with that third quarter, leading 37-31. Some three-point shooting by Matt Van Leeuwen, and now East Brunswick in a little bit of different position. And let's go in and listen to Coach Bo Henning, who right now is lending an earful to the referee.
All right, we did a much better job at defensive rebounding, which is why we're where we are. They're gonna come after the boards big time this quarter, okay? Now, you have the ball out, you gotta be real intelligent in case you see some kind of pressure, right? Stace, I use any timeouts? I mean, Rachel, okay? Just in case, right? Just in case you use it. All right, defensively, I think 22 is giving them fits, all right? It's giving them a lot of trouble. But let's not play it so foolishly that we get beat back door off of it, okay? All right, anybody need a rest? We're all right. All right, come on, stay on the glass.
Extremely intelligent coaching by Bo Henning there. He knows that defensive pressure, the number 22 defense, is what has been causing problems for the Chiefs. But quite frankly, I think East Brunswick has been able to open things up for itself by pushing the ball up forward on offense. Piscataway hasn't been able to recover, and Van Leeuwen, with 3 3-pointers in the third quarter, has vaulted the Bears to a 37-31 lead. They're going to inbounds the ball too, so they have first possession here. And fourth quarter underway. Tresca, long pass to Caruso. Van Leeuwen now. Gibbs to Tresca. Pass to Van Leeuwen, turns it around and loses it. Maybe perhaps shouldn't have passed that ball inside. It was tough going. Claps, tries to penetrate, ball stolen. And with the jump ball, possession arrow goes to Piscataway. Carson complaining he was wrapped around. And so Piscataway will set up. Claps inbounds the ball. This is Graham, who we haven't called his number in quite a while. Matriciano. Give him responsibility to handle the ball. 5-second call. And that's what happens when Darryl Claps doesn't handle the ball for the Chiefs. Paul Schob, the Chief coach, trying to mix it up a little and try to get Claps open for some scoring opportunities underneath. You know, when you're handling the ball, you just don't have the scoring potential. And that's what happened there. So East Brunswick gets the turnover, and Van Leeuwen will have the ball. Richie Whalen almost loses it, but he gets it back. Caruso. Ball bounces off of him. Who has it? And we have another jump ball. Yes, they do. Kind of a quick whistle. East Brunswick possession arrow. Caruso a little laxed in that pass right there, so he's got to watch it. You can't make any mistakes in this game. Whalen holds on to it. This is Van Leeuwen way outside. Looks to set up. Kolakowski. Caruso drives, ball batted away. Good defensive play by Piscataway. And coming around, long shot by McMillan. Off the rim, doesn't go. And shots that were falling in the first quarter for McMillan do not go this time. We got a foul on this end of the court. And maybe McMillan called on that with a little bit of a frustration foul. He picks up his third. 4th team foul for the Chiefs. Both teams with 4 team fouls. East Brunswick, after picking up 3 quick fouls at the beginning of the third quarter, has really done a good job in minimizing those mistakes. They only have 4 team fouls, and we have just 6:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. 37-31 East Brunswick. Kolakowski inbounds to Vangarud. Kolakowski drives, no room. Out to Van Leeuwen, 3-point shot. Hits! Big one by Matt. And Paul Schob wants a timeout. Score is 40-31 East Brunswick. And I'll tell you what, the perseverance by the Bears has paid off. Van Leeuwen getting those open shots and putting them away, and now with 6 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, 40-31 East Brunswick, and it's time to listen in on Bo Henning's huddle.
All right, hey, I'm sensing their big guys not getting back real well. So if we run out of the post, we should be able to catch the ball catch it on the wing and look in quickly, okay? And then swing it. Change it, listen, changing sides of the floor is big. They don't handle that well. All right, run and jump press. Run and jump by them, right? Remember, 1, 4 trailing. Let's say 2 this side. If I'm 3 and I'm opposite, we start to get doubled. You better flash in here and come strong to the ball. And then turn and look to go. This guy, you got to occupy the basket. If we go to you, you have to be in a position to catch the ball and score. No dribble, catch the ball and score. Power it up. All right? All right, let's go.
All right, East Brunswick in a very comfortable position right now. Henning looking to maintain the pressure. It's been a real good turnaround for the Bears. Remember, we were tied at 24-24 at halftime, but East Brunswick has come out the hotter team, and primarily by Matt Van Leeuwen, who has sunk 4 3-pointers here in the second half. He now has 16 points, actually just 3 below his average. So a fine second half for Van Leeuwen. Okay, Claps with the ball. They try to get it inside to McMillan, turns around, good shot. And it's 40-33, East Brunswick. Caruso to Van Leeuwen. East Brunswick can afford to be a little bit more patient with it. Bangaroo, Kolakowski by himself, hits it, 3-pointer. And East Brunswick now has a 10-point lead, 43-33. Not too much you can do about that. Ball inside, around the baseline. What do they call here? Ball looks like Lonk touched the end line. And East Brunswick will take over. They have a 10-point lead, 43-33, with 5.5 minutes remaining in the game. It's been pretty much East Brunswick this second half. And now Piscataway will have to guard closely. Ball stolen away by Matriciano. Tipped away back to East Brunswick. Martin, nice strong move to the basket. And it's 45-33. Super pass there to find Martin open inside. McMillan to Claps. Marcus Malloy, Matriciano. A little bit of ball weave here by Piscataway. They need points and they need them fast. Drive. Let's see, what do we got here? Kolakowski with it. Bounce pass. Oh my gosh. What action here. East Brunswick comes up with it. They got a 2-on-1. Kartzman in. And it's 47-33, and this game is starting to slip away for Piscataway. Paul Schob not wanting to call timeout for the Chiefs. What a sequence there before. Nobody had possession of the ball. Tapped away, and Van Leeuwen's going to get caught that time, and if nothing else, provides a little bit of relief from the action here. So let's set the stage here. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the game. East Brunswick 47-33. They have really done the job in the second half, taken advantage of every opportunity. And Claps, can he find somebody? Yes, he does. That's McMillan. Long, desperate shot by McMillan doesn't go, and that's almost a defeatist type of shot by Piscataway. Woo, what a pass inside, wasn't there. Claps by himself. He's going to look to go. And a strong move by Darryl Claps. Martin administers the foul. He'll pick up his third. So East Brunswick with Matt Van Leeuwen, Jim Kolakowski, and Tom Martin, all with 3 fouls. Damani Lonk and Delvin McMillan with 3. We only have 3:46 left to go in the game, however. So Darryl Claps will come to the line. You know, he has 3 points in this game, all from the foul line. That's his 4th. Got to tell you, this is, if East Brunswick wins this game, this is going to provide them with a lot of confidence going into the GMC. By the way, their first round game, as Claps sinks that, and Paul Schob finally calls a timeout. We're going to use this opportunity to just give you some of the seedings for the upcoming GMC basketball tournament. As we mentioned, East Brunswick, seeded number 1, will have a home game this Friday, February 16th. You might want to come out for that one. The Bears will be playing the winner of St. Mary's of South Amboy, seeded 16th, and New Brunswick, seeded 17th. And if they get past that game, they'll be moving on to Sunday at Middlesex County College to play the survivor in the other bracket. And in the girls tournament, the Bears were seeded 2nd and will also receive a bye. Their first round game is going to be this Saturday, February 17th, and that will be against the winner of 15th seeded Woodbridge and 18th seeded J.P. Stevens. So the Greater Middlesex Conference tournament upcoming, both the Bears and the boys and girls desperately want to win that, and it's been really 5 years in a row that the girls have been to the final, and they haven't come up with a victory yet, so they're looking forward to that one. And of course, East Brunswick being the top seed and showing it this evening with a fine performance. 47-35, they lead with 3:46 left to go in the game. This is Whalen with it. Trap here by Piscataway. But East Brunswick breaks it. Van Leeuwen with it. They're going to probably have to foul here pretty soon. Kolakowski back to Van Leeuwen. Long shot. Won't go. Probably didn't have to take that one. And East Brunswick fortunately gets the rebound and sets up again. Van Leeuwen into Kartzman. What do we got here? Ball goes off McMillan. Breaks all going East Brunswick's way. Kolakowski gets it to Kartzman. 3 minutes left, 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. Short pass, whoa! And good effort by Van Leeuwen to get that shot up. I believe the foul was on Graham. It was, that's his 3rd foul, but Graham could do nothing but foul Van Leeuwen on that. Matt Van Leeuwen with 16 points on the evening. He's really responded well in the second half. Sinks his 3rd foul shot. Makes the score 40-38. Excuse me, 48-35 East Brunswick. Hits the second as well, 49-35. Van Leeuwen now with 18 points, just 1 under his average. And he has really spearheaded East Brunswick in this second half. McMillan wants to go, forced to go outside. Well, somehow he got away with that one, and he gets the shot off and sinks it, and it's 49-37. 2:42 left to go in the game. Piscataway pressure. Kolakowski, Van Leeuwen. Again, East Brunswick really can afford to waste time here. And now they do. Got to watch that 5-second rule. You got to penetrate every 5 seconds. This is Whalen to Van Leeuwen. And they're going to call the foul there. J.J. Gibbs, with really nothing more he could do, has to stop that clock. It's down to 2:11, and East Brunswick up by 12. So Van Leeuwen's going to go to the line here. He is 4 for 4 in the night. We already mentioned that he's a 89% foul shooter. And Paul Schob needs to call a timeout here to think about what he can do in these last 2 minutes to pull this game out. Meanwhile, we will listen in on East Brunswick coach Bohenny.
You want to get up to the bonus?
All right, Ben's gonna, listen to me. Ben's gonna take it out. Jimmy's going to run the screen for Richie, okay, on the inbounds. That's going to put Tommy and Matt on the far side, okay? Tommy, you screen down for Matt on the sideline inbound. Just screen down for Matt if he needs it. You're probably going to be the guy we got to go to. They're probably going to switch it. You come back hard to the ball, okay? All right, now, you got to be real strong with the ball, right? Be real strong with the ball. We still have our 4 timeouts, okay, if you can't find anybody. We're going to go Kansas, and only when I call for a set will we go. Now, here's the deal. In the Kansas, they're going to be doubling, right? They're going to come double. Vocalize it, create a passing lane. Score against it if you have a good opportunity. You don't keep bringing it out.
If we don't hear you, what set we go in Kansas? No, after Kansas.
Let's go thumbs up. Let's go thumbs up, okay? All right, let's go, let's go.
That was a real intelligent question by Ben Kartzman. Henning really had a game plan as to which defense to go to, which play it would be, and then Kartzman said, if I don't hear you, what should it be? Thumbs up. So East Brunswick really knows what it wants to do here. Kolakowski drives. Could have been called for travel in there. He did drag his feet. And looks like they're going to catch Marcus Malloy with the foul. That's the 16th foul, so East Brunswick still not in the 1-on-1. Next time they will be. So the score 49-37, 2 minutes and 4 seconds left to go. Ball is in the hands of Van Leeuwen. They really need to stop the clock here. And a little bit of a close foul, but nonetheless, it was contact. And now with the 1-on-1, Van Leeuwen will go to the line. Van Leeuwen with 18 points. Leading scorer for the Bears. Hits the first, 19 points. He has been perfect, 5 for 5 thus far from the charity stripe. Makes the score 50-37 East Brunswick. And he misses that one. So that's the first foul shot that Van Leeuwen misses on the evening. McMillan elbows his way through and hits a, he's had a really quality game for Piscataway as Delvin McMillan. He is easily the leading scorer. Let me see if I can catch up on this. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 points for the senior for Piscataway. He has had a really, really good game. So let's see what Bo has to say about this situation.
All right, we're going Pennsylvania right here. A true Pennsylvania with Jimmy has the ball out of bounds. Richie breaking, you coming off opposite. Now, vocalize the double teams, right? Verbalize it, okay? Create a passing angle, come back to the ball, right? Still have your 4 timeouts. Up this end, stay Kansas. When the double team comes, make sure you're letting people know, okay?
With the guy guarding the ball out.
Well, that'll, if they do, that's going to leave one of our other guys open, right? Hey, relieve pressure. Jimmy's got a great matchup to handle the ball. Ben does, okay? All right, let's go.
All right, rather simple game plan. Henning wanting the Bears to be cognizant of the timeouts that they have left, which is 4. You don't think with 1:42 left in this game that that's going to be of a major importance, but you never know. Piscataway, a quick strike team, will press handily here. And Kolakowski will look, and he may, let's see, no, they gets a ball into Kartzman. Handles the ball. This is Van Leeuwen. Got to get across the 10-point line. Trap. And just does get it across, and they foul him. Claps does. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Darryl Clapp's first foul. And it is. Van Leeuwen will go to the line. 1-1. 1:32 left in the game. 50-39 East Brunswick ahead. Van Leeuwen hits the first. Mr. Dependable. They really do want the ball in his hands because with that free throw average, he's almost money in the bank. Hits the second. That's 20 1 point on the evening, and you got to tell you, he only had 4 at halftime, so this has been a tremendous second half for Matt Van Leeuwen. McMillan from way out hits a 3, and that's 21 points for Devon McMillan, having an excellent game tonight. Ball ahead. This is Martin, elects to close it up. Cross to Whalen. Minute 9 left. 52-42 is the score. And a foul finally called. They're going to charge that to Malloy, his second. Kurtzman. And doesn't go. And East Brunswick doesn't want to see that happen. Claps. Goes up. Doesn't make it. Ball off Van Leeuwen, so the ball is retained by Piscataway. We are 1 minute even left in this game, with the Bears ahead by 10. You notice that I'm not saying it's a comfortable 10. You never know in this game. And again, they're going to call Van Leeuwen on a foul. That's his 4th. And what this does is stop the clock and allows Piscataway to draw a little bit closer. So Delvin McMillan already with 21 points on the night has a it's a 2-point opportunity. Let's see. Okay, he hits the first. So he has overtaken Van Leeuwen for high scoring honors in this game. But I know that Van Leeuwen would much rather be in the position of being ahead. Okay, this was a 3-shot foul. So McMillan 6 the first 2, makes it an 8-point game. Piscataway not going down with a fight. Without a fight. This is finally the 3rd one. But they get the ball back. Goes up. Won't go. Piscataway comes up with it. And another foul. And believe me, folks, this is not a good situation for East Brunswick. They don't want to be fouling here. There's Hartzman charged with that foul, so Piscataway with a 1-on-1 can bring this to a 6-point game. And believe me, it's not over yet. And we're going to hear from Henning and just let him vocalize the urgency of this situation.
We need to play a lot smarter, okay? That goes without saying here, right? We need to play a lot smarter. All right. They're going to fire up some tough shots. Let's make sure we block out and rebound before we try and do anything else. If it goes in, Jimmy's going to take his time getting to it. Get into Pennsylvania. Keep your hands up so they see the hold, okay? All right, now I told you, if we make any mistakes offensively, we can't bring them down that end with us, okay? We got to just play sound. How many timeouts we got left? 3 now. We just used that one. 3. They got none. They got none, okay? Anybody too tired to think? Anybody too tired to execute? All right, then I expect better.
You want Matt to shoot for me because he's going to get open. He's going to shoot for me if he gets the ball.
No, I want him coming off the double, right? He should be able to get open.
Well, that was just a clinic on how to run a huddle, especially with the game on the line. A little bit of confrontation there, telling the Bears that they have not been playing smart, and they haven't by stopping the clock here on the fouls. That enables Piscataway to get closer. But then he encourages the team and he asks them, you know, are you ready for this last run? And so we have 49 seconds left to go in the game. First shot is good by Gibbs. And the score is 52-45. 7-point margin for the Bears. Second one good as well. 6-point game. Kolakowski inbounds, as we heard. Hartzman, close pass there. And what do we got here? Boy, I'll tell you what, I thought a collision. And they're gonna call Malloy on that foul.
Hey, stay on the floor. Stay on the floor.
Oh, wait a minute, now they're gonna call Kolakowski on the foul. They first pointed to Malloy. And like I said, clock stopped. Piscataway can put points on the board. This game is getting oh so close. Kolakowski, that was his 4th foul, by the way. And the ball doesn't go in, and East Brunswick gets the rebound. Ball instantly in Van Leeuwen's hands, and he gets fouled by Claps. And a collective sigh of relief there momentarily for East Brunswick as Piscataway really putting some pressure on there. They could have brought this game down to a 4-point margin. As it is now, Van Leeuwen steps to the line. East Brunswick by 6 with 39 seconds left to go. Matt Van Leeuwen has been 7 for 8 from the foul line tonight. Makes the first, big basket there. You wouldn't have thought it about 2 minutes ago, but Piscataway hung in there. Could this be a preview of the GMC final? A long way to go, but boy, I'll tell you, this would be a good one. Second shot by Van Leeuwen rolls in. And it's 54-46. Claps goes to the basket. McMillan, 3-pointer, and it's in. Boy, I'll tell you what, this Piscataway team is just hanging in there. McMillan in particular. He does not know the word give up, and it's 54-48. 32 seconds left to go. McMillan at the line can bring it down to a 5-point margin. You would have thought that 14-point lead by East Brunswick with about 5 minutes left to go in the game would have been enough. McMillan sinks it. 54-49, 32 seconds left. They call timeout, East Brunswick does. They had 3 left, as you heard. And now they're going to talk about it. They have to come up with a scheme here to get the ball up court. And we're going to find out exactly what that plan is going to be as we listen in on Henning.
All right. Richie, Tommy, Jimmy, you can still run the baseline, right? Yeah, you can. Switch that. Ben, Matt, Tommy, Richie, right? Screen, Ben, Richie, jam, go deep. Matt, screen, Tommy, jam, go deep. Okay? If you can't get open spinning back to the ball, find one another, Ben. Find one another, okay? How many timeouts we have? 2 left? All right, hey, now listen to me. We got to get back in the hole defensively, play 21 and force something outside, and then board, okay? Come on, and then board.
I think Henning's a little bit perturbed about the fact that Piscataway has been able to hammer its way back and make this a game at the end. I think he would have liked to see this more comfortable. But Van Leeuwen gets it, and that's important. And he's fouled by Claps. And let's see, Claps picks up his 3rd. Van Leeuwen goes to the line. 30 seconds left in the game, 54-49 East Brunswick. And this is pretty much the way it's going to be for the rest of this game. Foul and shoot. Piscataway comes down. If they score, timeout. Well, they're out of timeouts now. You heard Henning say that. Van Leeuwen 9 for 10 from the foul line. And as it is right now, that has been the margin for East Brunswick. And that one rolls out. Matt needs to focus in on this last shot. Hits it. 55-49. Here comes Claps. Not wasting any time. Looks up for the 3. Won't go, but a strong rebound. Pulled out of the arms by Martin. He's fouled. And with 20 seconds now, I think East Brunswick can begin to see the light. Let's see, let's take a look at Martin on the charity strike. Has gone to the line 43 times, has hit 25, so he has a 58% average. The important one that he wants to sink is this one upcoming. Okay, the starting team in for the Bears right now. Martin misses the first one. Each team with 10 fouls, so they're 2 regardless. And Martin makes the second one, and it's 56-49. 19 seconds left. McMillan steps out to the three-point line, tries to get a shot off, but a foul. And I believe Graham picks up, that's his 4th foul. So Martin again will go to the free throw line. As I mentioned, a nice crowd here this evening for this regular season finale between East Brunswick and Piscataway. Martin, good on the first. And he's good on the second. And that's going to do it. We're down to 7 seconds. Clock stops. Darryl Claps will go to the line for the Chiefs. Foul charged on Martin, that's his 4th. Interestingly, nobody's fouled out of this game, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players in foul trouble with 4 fouls. Claps sinks it. All of his 6 points have come from the free throw line, and I'll tell you what, if that is significant in itself, that Darryl Claps has been held without a field goal today. Makes the second. 58-51, 6 seconds. And they foul him again. I'll tell you what, Piscataway just does not want to give up the ship here. Kartzman will go to the line. Malloy picks up the foul. I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of fouls in this last minute of this game. Do we have enough tape? Okay, just 5 seconds left to go. This is really academic, but it'll look good in the papers tomorrow. Kartzman good on the first. And Kartzman good on the second. Claps goes up with a long one, and he hits that one with 1 second left. It's a 3-pointer. It's his only field goal of the night. However, East Brunswick is going to win this game 60-53 and will bring its record now to 18-1. With that victory, they win the GMC Red Division Championship. And I'll tell you what, take a look at the 2 teams on that screen, because I have a feeling you may be seeing them again this next time at the Lewis Brown Athletic Center on February 24th. A lot of things can happen, as I mentioned, but East Brunswick really playing well. And any other year, perhaps, the Bears might have faltered, but boy, they had a really, really excellent game. Just to wrap up the scoring for the Bears, Matt Van Leeuwen with a bounty of foul shots in the second half, 10 to be exact. He went 10 for 12 from the line, finishes with 24 points. He had 4 3-pointers. Again, this is all unofficial. Let's see, Ben Kartzman with 9 points. Richie Whalen had 2, but he played an important game tonight. Kolakowski with 8. Tom Martin with 11, played a real strong game. Treska with 1 point, Dave Vangarud 2, and Brad Caruso 2. And I believe Delvin McMillan finishes with 23 points to lead Piscataway. So that's going to do it this evening from East Brunswick High School Gymnasium. The East Brunswick winning this game 60-53, winning the Red Division of the Greater Middlesex Conference, and looking forward to its first action in the GMC tournament this Friday night here as they face the winner of St. Mary's in New Brunswick. So that's going to do it. Final score 60-53, East Brunswick. This is Jimmy Allinder saying have a good evening.